Today we're going to be talking about two of the best primary weapons in the game. That's going to be the Breaker and the Scorcher, the reload times, how fast both of these weapons empty their magazines, little details like that. And then we're going to talk about some differences between the weapons. After using both of these guns non-stop, I can tell you that the Scorcher is simply one of the most underrated weapons in the game. It almost feels like everybody that tried the gun never really gave it a chance. That's really what it feels like. All I would hear was the Scorcher is amazing against the robots, which, by the way, it is. It absolutely destroys robots. It pretty much ignores their shields. The explosion is amazing, and you don't even have to be that precise because of the said explosion. But everybody kept saying, nah, it sucks against bugs. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try it. I put it on. That was definitely not my experience. If anything, this thing absolutely annihilates the bugs. And we will discuss the other topic, which is ammo economy also. But when it comes to the bugs, the Scorcher is phenomenal. It completely ignores the medium armor, as you see on your screen. It just does not care. It one-shots all the little bugs, and it destroys the chargers as soon as you take off their armor with the railgun, for example. And it's even better for the robots. But the whole conversation of it sucks against the bugs, I'm pretty sure I can explain where this came from. So the thing is, when you're playing against robots, most of your encounters are long range, which keeps you safe from one issue that the gun can possibly have, and that is self-damage. So for example, if somebody's getting really close to you, you're gonna hit them with the shot, the explosion is gonna hit you, and if you do enough of that, you will die. And I think that's why people think that this gun sucks against bugs. They were not having these issues with the robots because most of the fights are mid to long range, and now when they're suddenly getting pushed by bugs, because also you got to keep in mind that the bugs just come in crazy numbers and the little ones are pretty fast. They can jump at you and stuff like that. So they shoot them probably very close range, then kill themselves. But this issue can be fixed easily. Number one, if you're rocking a shield at end game, which, I mean, let's be honest, why would you not be rocking a shield? It's literally the best item in the game. It adds crazy amounts of survivability no matter which mission you're completing, right? So if you are running it and you somehow kind of mess it up and start damaging yourself, the shield will protect you from that. That said, you shouldn't even need to count on the shield, because all you got to do really, if you do get pushed by the little ads, just swap to your secondary, take them out real quick and swap back. So now we have to ask ourselves, if the Scorcher, and we're gonna check that here in a second, is so good against medium armor enemies, is it worth saying no to it because of the fact that you're just not used to the weapon yet? And the answer is gonna be pretty simple. No, it's not. It just takes a little bit for you to get used to, and once you do, it literally does what Breaker does, but better. In my opinion, the fact that it destroys medium armor targets like that is more than enough for me to use it 90% of the time. If we're talking about the small enemies, they all die in one shot by both of the weapons. And when we're talking about medium armor, there's just no arguing that the Scorcher is better. It really is. Breaker actually struggles against armored enemies. It really does. If you take a medium armor target, you're gonna need way more shots, and it's not even gonna be consistent against them. However, the Scorcher, no matter where you're hitting him, is a guaranteed kill with 4 or 5 shots. When it comes to the chargers, they're both going to be doing the same kind of damage. You take off the armor with the railgun, and both of them are going to need 3 to 5 shots. Sometimes it's random. I've had my Scorcher kill him in 1 shot or 2 shot, but most of the time, yeah, it's going to be anywhere from 3 to 5 shots. And then we have to talk about ammo economy. And let's not pretend that the Breaker has this amazing ammo economy, because that weapon shoots fast, really, really fast. And even if we look at the numbers at how quick the weapons empty their magazines, there's not a huge difference. Okay, let's take a look at the times now. We have the reload times right here. You see the Scorcher reload speed is at like 2.35, and then the Breaker is at 2.45. That's like when they're completely empty. Now you will see a difference in reload, in partial reloading. That means, for example, when it's half empty, you will see that the Breaker will reload at 1.5, and then the Scorcher will stay around the same 2.3, 2.4. So in that case, the Breaker will reload faster. If we're talking about emptying the magazines, the Scorcher is going to take like 3 seconds, 3.2 seconds. And for the Breaker, we're looking at around 3.5 seconds. weapons. So as you guys can see, it's not even a huge difference when we're talking about expending all the ammo that you have. And when it comes to range stuff, that's another thing that the Scorcher does better. For example, if you take a look at the mushroom destruction, you can do it from a mile away. You're not even worried about the range at all. It's just consistently four-shotting it and takes them out very easily. You just aim at it, take 4 shots, it's gone. There's just so many things that the Scorcher does better than the Breaker. There really is. And I was really surprised once again when I started playing against the bugs. I was like, wait, what are people talking about? How is this not good against bugs? I'm literally killing medium armored enemies with any problems. I have 0 issues with the chargers. I have 0 issues with the small targets. They get 1 shot. So I was very, very surprised, and I'm happy I was, because it's the final gun in the game. Like, this is what you're trying to unlock, and it would be very, very sad if I unlocked the gun and I was like, yeah, it sucks. It really does. And then when you take the gun and fight the robots, it's like, holy shit, now it's even better than it was previously. So no matter who you're fighting and what you're doing, the gun performs on a very high level. The one legitimate problem that the gun has, and I feel like not just this gun, but in general, most primary weapons, is ammo economy. Just the fact that it doesn't have more than 15 in the mag is the only issue I see. If it would have anything above 20, then everybody would be using it. But that said, guys, with the supply drops, with all the ammo that you find around the map, and once you understand the map layouts and can tell from far away where you're gonna find ammo, that has never been an issue for me personally. Not to mention the fact that if your teammate is running the supply pack, then you're good to go. But even on my solo Helldive runs, I've never run out of ammo with this weapon as long as I pay attention to it. Now, it's a different story if you like the Breaker, you like shotguns in general, you like the burst DPS, go ahead and use it. But I will say, at higher difficulties, ignoring the medium armor is kind of a huge deal. Look at this, DJ. You see this armored guy? Dead. You don't even care. Everything else gets 1 shot. These guys, look. I mean, what are we even talking about, bro? This is an amazing weapon. Amazing weapon, bro. And like medium to long range, this weapon is just incredible. And whatever people tell you about it not being good against the bugs is complete bullshit. It's exceptionally good for bugs. Very good for bugs. The fact that it ignores armor, does all these crazy things, is just S tier easily. It really is. The ammo economy, as mentioned, not the best. But I don't think the Breaker also has the best ammo economy. Most of the weapons don't in this game. You know? So overall, this is an amazing weapon, no doubt. Guess I need to use it more to get used to it. Yes, that's very true. So as soon as you get used to it, this gun is a beast. Let's try to locate. Yeah, you guys see how far that is, right? Watch this. Look at that. 4 shots. Done. Just like that. Dude, I love this gun. I love this gun, bro. I don't care what anyone says. This is the best weapon in the game, hands down. Make sure to let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I can't wait to have this discussion with you guys. I am going to look in depth with some other weapons also. We're going to talk about all of those separately in the future. So I can't wait to share that. If you guys did enjoy the video, and only if you did, slap the like button, subscribe to the channel. As always, stay positive, stay disciplined, and I'll see you on the next one. Let's go! Let's go, baby! Let's go! I mean, we literally have the best community of all time. Oh! Oh, he got no scoped!